Okay. All right. There is YouTube. Let's do it this way. My YouTubers are on. YouTube family. It's been a while. It has been a while. TikTok family, YouTube family, how are you all this evening? This wonderful evening, on this Monday evening. All right, I want to do one more thing. And then we will get started. And then we will get started. Hey, Beverly. Smile, love. I just need to get on one more platform. One more platform. Then that way I'll go ahead and get started. We're doing tax updates and news. There's a lot of things happening. Your government is making a lot of changes, but those of you all with kids, y'all gonna be real happy. I got a couple of classes for y'all too. Couple of classes for y'all. Tax classes. Tax classes. Okay. Not full-fledged tax classes. I'm just doing a few. I'm not doing everything. Just a few. Schedule C. I'll tell y'all about it. We're about to get on started. Let me let the community know. All right. TikTok, what's going on? YouTubers. Tax updates and news. All right. I wanted to do my Facebook business page too, but I don't think they're going to let me do both. I don't think they're going to let me do both. Alpha females. All right. So we are live. We are live. We are live. I'm ready. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? I'm ready. Okay. Good afternoon. Good evening. It's already 6:30. So good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Hello out there. Hello out there, world. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. How are you? Okay. I am Patrice L. Stewart. If you are not familiar with me or new to my channel, I am your favorite tax and business strategist, as well as business coach. Okay. So today I want to go over a couple of things with you all because I like to always share with you all information that you are not really familiar with, right? I'm sure many of you thought tax season was over, right? I'm sure many of you thought that you can probably no longer file your taxes, and that's not true. We are still filing taxes. We are still submitting clients for taxes, but the IRS has actually given us a ending e-file date. Okay. So that's what I really wanted to get on here and let you all know about because you have until Saturday, pretty much. Okay. Saturday is the last day that you can electronically submit a tax return. All right. Saturday, November 20th. So the date, the IRS just finally released it last week. They released it either Friday or Saturday. Hold on one moment. I may not write something on this board for y'all tonight, so just wanted to make sure that it was clear. And I got this light behind me, but oh well. Okay. So back to what I was saying was pretty much if you are not familiar with this process, right? I know many of us always talk about tax season, right? So everyone usually thinks that the season ends in April, but really tax season really never ends. Let's just be honest and realistic. For those of us who work in the industry like myself, if you're dealing with an e-file agent, I'm an authorized e-file agent. Everyone who you work with is not an authorized e-file agent. What is an authorized e-file agent? An authorized e-file agent is a tax office or person, right? Everyone doesn't have a full-fledged office. Some people work out of their home. Some people, work out of their homes. People have an office, whatever. But what you have to do is, in order for you to be an e-file agent, is you have to go through the application process with the IRS, right? They run background check, all that other stuff. And then they'll actually give you an EFIN number, okay? EFIN. So when you are an e-file agent, you can electronically submit tax returns. You can also accept taxes by offering bank products. So some of you are used to going to your tax preparer and you may not pay them up front, right? Your preparer may say, oh, I can take my fees out of your taxes. Well, if you're going to someone who can take their fees out of your taxes, they are an e-file agent. All right. Most e-file agents can do bank products. And every e-file agent doesn't offer bank products. Some people don't want to deal with that. Some people want to be paid up front. So I have a client base where some people we take the fee out of your refund, and I have a client base of people who like to pay for their taxes up front. I will say, if you start waiting until the end of the year, like now, we cannot do bank products. Bank products stop on October 31st. So we can no longer accept bank products. So now if you do decide to come now and get your taxes filed at the end of the year, you do have to pay up front. Okay. But I just wanted you all to be aware of that because a lot of people think that you can't file taxes after April. And I know that's the way because of the world, right? Because we always say tax season. But technically, tax season is all year round. All right. The other thing I wanted to share with you all is you can still file up to the last 3 years of taxes. If you have not filed 2018 taxes, this is your last year that you can submit a tax return and get a refund, okay? The IRS only will pay you up to 3 years, okay? So if you had a refund in 2017, you forfeited that because you never filed your taxes. If you have not filed 2018, you will forfeit your refund if you do not file your taxes by Saturday, okay? You have until midnight Saturday to submit your taxes electronically. I would not recommend sending them in the mail. because they will probably never be processed. Okay. We have a couple of people who sent paperwork through the mail early last year, early this year, and are still waiting. So the mail right now with the IRS is very, very backed up. I would not recommend filing your taxes through the mail unless you have to, right? Unless you're someone who received a letter and it says that you have to file your taxes through the mail. Other than that, you should be electronically submitting your taxes. That's the quickest, easiest way for them to process it. Most of the people who we filed in the last couple of weeks have gotten their refund pretty quickly now. They're kind of back to, well, right now it's not a whole lot of people filing. So the process is like most people are getting paid in a week, 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks tops right now, since we've been filing since the fall, I would say. Okay. The other thing is you got 18, 19, and 20, right? So those are your 3 most current years. Again, after Saturday, you will no longer get a refund for 18. So if you know that you get a refund for 18 or 19, even 20, get your taxes in. Okay. You still have more time to file 2019 and 2020. So what happens is the IRS shuts down their systems. Okay. They do a lot of updates, a lot of law changes are being made right now. Your Congress and your Senate is going through, and they are proposing a lot of different new tax laws right now. So they always make changes in December. My office is closing after Saturday for taxes. We will only be doing classes and workshops and consulting. But I will no longer be filing anyone's taxes after Saturday. Taxes are done. And let me also say this. That's for a personal tax return. Individual 1040 taxes are due on Saturday. If you are a corporation and you file corporate taxes on an 1120 form, all right, you still have time. Corporate taxes, if you're an LLC that files on an 1120 form, depending on how you are set up, if you're an LLC with an S Corp attachment or something like that, you all who are business and corporate taxes, you have more time right now. Okay. So that's the difference. Because remember, you have personal individual taxes and then you have business corporate taxes. All right. So corporations, those of you all have more time. But you personal income filers, you want to get it in. Okay. What else did I want to tell you? You got to Saturday to file. That's it. You don't. Oh, let me also say this. If you do not file your taxes by Saturday, once they open the system back up, they always open the system back up in January, usually around mid-January. They'll open the system back up to where we can start electronically filing again. You can start in January and you can file those taxes for 2019 and 2020. All right. The system itself will shut down on Saturday. If for some reason you don't have the funds, you don't have the time to get your taxes filed right now, cool. Once January comes, you can do that. You can file at that time, right? The system always opens up in January and then you'll be able to file again. But I just really wanted you all to know, especially those of you who have not filed 2018, and you can possibly get a refund. You do not want to forfeit your refunds. All right. It's millions of dollars left on the table every year because people are not filing their taxes. Right. And those are usually the people with no kids or people on disability, because we know those of you who have kids, y'all always want to file. Right. Y'all not missing a beat. Okay. So just for those points. Okay. The other thing that I wanted to say on here was for those of you who are business owners, okay, this is the time where you should be looking at what purchases have you made this year, what large purchases have you made or can you make, right, that can help save you on your tax liability, okay? What happens is whatever you purchase in this year, 2021, from January to December 31st, 2021, is your pretty much your income statement, right? Your annual income statement, your profit or loss report of what you purchased, what expenses you had in your business for this year. Anything that you purchase in this year, right, you'll be able to write off for this upcoming tax season. So if you all have been thinking about purchasing that high-end camera, that high-end printer, whatever it is, materials, whatever for your business, these are the last couple of weeks in this month in November and in December for you to get the receipt for it, and then that way you're able to write that expense off. Okay. It's a benefit to that, right? So some stuff that you purchase, everything that you purchase in your business is not going to be a write-off, right? But majority, 99% of the stuff that you purchase that's strictly for your business is a write-off. And so I want you all to pay attention to that and be aware of that, because if there's something that you were thinking about purchasing, and you have the funds right now to do it, whether it's you can charge it on your credit card, whether you have the money in the bank, whatever, right? This will be the time to think about that large purchase, especially with the holidays coming up. A lot of people do Black Friday deals and offers. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are taking advantage of all of the different deductions, right, that you can take for next year. So remember that everything that's spent in 2021 is what you'll be filing on next year's tax return. All right. It's benefits to when it's done under your business. It's different for personal people. You don't get to write off a lot of stuff personally. For those of you who are business owners, let me know, because I am having a couple of classes in December with our Black Friday deals that we're rolling out. I do have a couple of live classes that we're doing, and then we also have a couple of pre-recorded classes that will be on sale for you to kind of know and understand what business deductions are. What are some of the deductions that will go with your business, right? What are some of the write-offs? And I know a lot of you all see these videos going around about people talking about the section 179 code, right? Where you see everyone saying, oh, they bought a G-Wagon, right? And everyone's like, oh, I can write this entire car off and all this other stuff. It's a couple of things to that, okay? Let me first, for one, say this. Majority of the people that are posting those kind of videos are not explaining the full process to that write-off, right? So a lot of the rich, I'm gonna just throw this out there because I see a lot of that video too on TikTok. I see that a lot more floating around TikTok with the whole section 179, buy you a G-Wagon, buy you a car over 6,000 pounds and all of that. Yes, that's true to a point. Okay. Many people don't understand this whole deduction and depreciation and write-off, right? One, the average person is not going out and buying a vehicle outright. What a lot of these people aren't saying is, when you see these different people who are posting their G-Wagon or something like that, right? What they're not telling you is they actually bought the car. Okay, they actually purchased the car. So they may have had $100,000, right? And they went and paid for the vehicle, right? This is what a lot of people aren't saying. People are thinking like, oh, you could just go buy this car and write off all these different dollar amounts. Yeah, to a point. Majority of the people who are saying that they wrote off the entire car are the ones who bought the entire car outright. Okay. So the average person is not buying a $150,000 car outright. All right. That's one of the things that I feel like in those videos, when they talk about that whole 179 code and the G-Wagon and all this other stuff, they leave out those intricate parts, right? With business deductions and business write-offs, it's a lot to it. It's very intricate. It's not very simple all the time, right? So you have simple methods, and then you have a little more detailed methods. But the biggest thing that I would say I feel like a lot of people are missing in those videos when they put this out there to you all is that they don't state that, right? They don't state that the business owner purchased the car outright. Those people are paying $100,000, $150,000 cash, credit, whatever, right? They have an actual receipt that says that. Okay. So when you are making that kind of money, when you're $1 million earner, right? And of course, if you are in a higher tax bracket, yes, you buying a G-Wagon will help benefit you because now you can't actually write that whole $100,000 off or that whole $150,000 off, right? But that's what I'm saying. The average person is not doing that. So if you're not buying the car outright, then you'll be taking what we call as payments. You'll be taking the interest payments off on the car, right? You'll be taking the depreciation value up to a certain percentage, right, on the car. Okay, but it's not a full flat, oh, we just got a G-Wagon and now we writing the whole thing off. Like, I think a lot of people put these videos on here to kind of get you all's attention, but no one actually talks about the real tax, the way it actually is on paper with the taxes. You get what I'm saying? So I'm sorry, I've been talking. Let me go through because I see some of y'all have an actual comment or two to say. On Facebook, hey Arnold, Alicia Williams. Who is that? Lateriana Morris. I don't want to mess your name up. Hi, Paris. Sharon, how are you? Pamela, how are you? Lamille, what's going on? You said, I just purchased a $40,000 vehicle cash for my business. Now, baby, that's an entire write-off. Now, if you purchase that baby cash, now you can write that entire purchase off. That's a whole nother other ball game when you actually do purchase it in cash. So yes, that's a business write-off for you. So if you made $250,000 in your business and you just bought a vehicle, let's also look at the vehicle too, because it does have to qualify for that weight requirement. Is it over 6,000 pounds? If it's over the 6,000 pounds, then yes, the whole entire $40,000 you can write off. So instead of you claiming $250,000 worth of income, you automatically right now got you at $210 just from that car, right? Then of course you got other business expenses and things like that too. So all of that gets added up as well. But yeah, okay. Oh yeah, it's the Tahoe. Bam, you got it, girl. Other than that, if you didn't buy it outright in cash, if you financed it, then what you can do is you can write off the payments. You can write off the interest payments. You don't get to write off the entire car note, but you get to write off the interest payments on it. And as we know, those of you who do finance a car, the interest is always billed out before the actual, what's the term I'm looking for? You got interest and principal, right? So you pay a lot more in interest up front. So if your car note is $500, $400 and something is interest, right? Only $70 or whatever is going to principal. So that's how you get to do it. And then you can still take depreciation. You can still take depreciation, but either you taking depreciation all up front in 1 year, or you're dragging it out over a 5-year period, right? So that's what that people don't state in that video when they're all like, oh, I bought this car outright, or I bought this car outright and put this section 179 code up here. But nobody actually talks about how it's actually broken down because they're not tax experts. They're just pushing content out to get likes on their page. And then no one ever explains to y'all on them videos how this work. That's what I'm noticing because I'm a comment creeper. When I do get online, I want to see what the people in the comments are asking. And a lot of times those people post that stuff and then they never can tell you how the hell to get there. Okay. Because they're not a tax expert and they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They just found some information on the internet and decided to share it with y'all. Okay. YouTubers, what's going on? I have not looked at any of the stuff that y'all have on here. So I'm sorry. Let me browse through real quick. Beverly, Smile, Patrice, JB, Hood Edition, Bishop, what's going on? Thank you, JB. I'll be making a consultation with you soon. Chuck Finance. What's going on, Chuck? I was getting ready to text you earlier too before I get on. I'll text you after. I'll text you when I get off. Can you request your 1099 from the IRS? You can. So if you need to request your if you need to request your income proof, it's called an income transcript. Then you can request that from the IRS. Yes, you can. If you do not have your income, like your W-2 or your 1099 from 2018, 2019, or even this year, 2020, yes, you can contact the IRS to ask them for your I forgot what the full term name is, but it's pretty much an income transcript. Just how you all can get a copy of your tax transcript when you filed your taxes, you can also get a copy of your income that was reported by other companies to the IRS from the other companies to the IRS saying that they paid you. So yes, Beverly, you can do that. DP says, thank you for clarifying. Yes, it's here, my G-Wagon. And then it's here, my course. Francis, you are funny. Precious Love says, how to pay your taxes if you're making money on YouTube. So Francis, if you're making money, I'm sorry, Precious, if you're making money on YouTube, YouTube is more than likely probably going to send you a 1099. Even if they're not, then I would suggest that you save a minimum of 25 to 30% of your income from your payment. So I don't know how often YouTube pays you. Let's say you get a monthly payout, because they send me like a little notification saying that I have funds ready, right? I'm just starting my YouTube channel, so I'm not seeing a whole lot of money, right? on my YouTube channel right now, but it'll give me a notification saying you can withdraw funds or whatever, right? And I get that monthly. So I don't know if you have a huge following, if you get it, weekly, bi-weekly, whatever. Let's just say you get paid from YouTube monthly. If your YouTube is not going to take taxes out. So whatever your income is, because you're considered self-employed, I don't know if you have a business set up, if you're running this kind of as a side hustle, or if you're doing it as a sole proprietor and you're filing it on your Schedule C. But if you're going to file this income on a Schedule C tax return, you're going to be taxed at about 36%. Okay. So if you made $100,000, they're going to tax you $36,000. Now, that's when I say $100,000, that's not including no write-offs or deductions, right? So that's just saying you made $100,000. In every business, you have write-offs and deductions. If you're using tools, you're using a camera, you're using systems, whatever your monthly expenses are, you'll deduct that from that $100,000. But I would suggest that you start saving a certain amount of money for taxes. Okay, you should definitely be breaking off and breaking down into categories that income, where it's going, whether you're paying yourself a certain amount, whether you saving a certain amount, and whether a certain amount go to taxes. So for my business owners, I always say you want to have a bucket for the company, because you always want to put the money back into your company. You also should have a bucket for taxes. You should also have a bucket for paying yourself. And then you should also have a savings bucket. So at minimum, you should have 4 buckets. Now, depending on your business, you may have more buckets. But every business owner, especially self-employed, you should have a business bucket, a payroll bucket, a tax bucket, and a savings bucket. Okay. If you want to switch up your savings bucket, I think you should still have a savings bucket. But you can also change that out with something, right? If you got marketing expenses, you need marketing, you need to put that bucket in, right? So everybody's business buckets are going to be different, but at minimum, being self-employed, you should have those 4 buckets. TikTok, I'm coming to you. All right, y'all I had to get back on here. Hey, Queen. Everybody say they need taxes done. All my information is on here. Y'all get on here and say you need taxes done all day. I believe you when you book an appointment. Okay. Mm-hmm. Other than that, you'll just keep needing taxes done. But all of my contact information to get in with me on TikTok is in my profile page. So the profile page takes you to my link tree. My link tree takes you to a link that says Book Patrice One-on-One. And then you'll see our tax consultation appointments on there. I do work with clients in all 50 states. So I'm not limited to Chicago, Illinois, where my office is. So just let me know. Thank you. I didn't like my hair at first. I felt like a little kid. But I'm like, now I'm starting to get more used to it. But I'm used to having braids down the back of my behind. And I wanted something that wasn't so long. I wanted something short. So she made it work because my hair long, but she twisted it up. So thank y'all. Because at first I was like, I don't like this. I look like a little kid. No, say they are selling classes showing people how to do this, knowing most of those people don't have 100K. Right. That's what I'm saying. They out here telling these people, oh, this section 179 code, but nobody is really telling the truth with the section 179 code. They just want to share it, but you're not explaining it or breaking it down how it really, really works. And again, that's the only thing with this social media, y'all. You got so many people that come on here and wake up and want to be a fake business owner, just woke up one day and decided to get on social media and do a bunch of stuff. Where then you got some of us who've been around doing this for 10, 15 years, and we got to tell you the real. We got to tell you the real and tell you the truth. Because the social media liars is out here heavy, baby. Heavy. Y'all need to do your research too on people before you get to paying for classes and courses. Make sure that you research these folks. Make sure that you see that they are serious and that they know their craft and that they've been in business and that they've been around, right? Not somebody that just woke up and decided to start offering you courses, right? If they have no content, no nothing, you can't find them nowhere on social media in the last decade. Now they on here teaching you $100,000 courses. Be wary of that, okay? You utilize y'all good sense on here. Okay, back on YouTube. Y'all got a lot more questions. Where did I leave off at? Goddess Rim says, I'm fairly new to your channel and loving the content. Thank you, Goddess. Appreciate that. Dark Mental. Patrice, I'm starting a snow removal business. I'm ready to get my LLC. Can you help? Yes, I can. Yes, I can, sir. If you need me, I have an entrepreneur starter package on my site. Or you can give me a call on our business number and we can go over some stuff with you. But yeah, I do assist with setting up your LLCs if you all need it. Let's see. Jade says, good to see you doing well. Third out, she says, hey, sis, you always speak the truth. Brother Charles. No, I'm asking, can you do that as an agent? So Beverly, I don't request that. To be honest, the time and the energy that it takes to do it is just not worth it. I do have an EA that I can refer you to that she can request those documents for you. And because she has access to the system. So with me, I'm a tax preparer, right? I'm not a CPA. I'm not an enrolled agent. I'm not a tax attorney. I've been in taxes, accounting, finance industry for the last 17 years. And I focus on personal and business taxes, right? But I don't have a license in it. So when you're an EA, you're licensed by the IRS. And so I have a friend who's an EA. She's licensed. She can log right in once she has your power of attorney on file, and she can get that information for you. I want to say the same day, within an hour or within less than an hour, she can get it because she's an actual enrolled agent. So I usually, for those of you all who need to get your income statements, I usually refer you to her. Of course, she's going to charge a fee to do it, but she can get it done a lot quicker and easier. Time is money. So for me to sit on the phone with you and try to call this department that's going to get us the information, it just doesn't make sense for me to do it. Right. I just refer that But yes, I do have someone who can actually request those documents for you if you don't want to do them on your own. You can actually go on the IRS website and request your own transcripts on your own without having to pay somebody. But if you don't want to do that, then yeah, I'm going to refer you to her to do that. Sabrina's laughing, so I know. Dog Pound, what's going on? Lotus intersect. What are some of the new tax law updates? Beverly says, what is an enrolled agent? So an enrolled agent, I think I just went over that, Beverly. Did I answer that already for you? So an EA is an enrolled agent. EAs are actually licensed by the IRS directly, right? So when you are a CPA, you got to go to school, you got to finish and get college credit and stuff like that. If you want to be an EA, you can be right out of high school. You can be 18 years old, study for the exam, take the exam, and you could become a licensed enrolled agent. I want to say there are less than 3,000 EAs in the country. So that just shows you how much of a niche this is. Okay. I want to say, don't quote me on that. It's been a while since I looked up the stats. That's probably, well, I'm wrong probably because that was like 10 years ago. I haven't looked up the stats since then. So, but yeah, I'll say like 8 to 10 years ago, it was less than 3,000 enrolled agents in all of the United States. Okay. So if I wanted to stay doing taxes or keeping taxes, because I keep telling y'all I'm not staying in taxes. I'm kind of burnt out with this tax thing. I'm looking to move into bigger and better, which is focusing on teaching and coaching my business owners and my business clients. That's more of what I love. I do taxes because I know the industry. I have experience in it, but I don't love taxes anymore. I just don't. I have to be honest with myself. So I'm not planning to get my EA anymore because I don't want to stay in doing taxes. I'm transitioning over to teaching. But that's the biggest difference that I could say is for the EA. You got an enrolled agent, you got a CPA, or you have a tax attorney. That's it. Everybody else that's on here telling you they are certified this and a certified that, ain't no certified nothing. Okay. It's only 3. You only have you're either a tax attorney, you're an EA, or you're a CPA. Those are the only 3 people that have a license from the IRS or that is approved by the IRS to do tax, to do offering compromise, to do that's the main thing, offering compromise. If you owe $100,000 in taxes, you're going to more than likely contact an enrolled agent or a tax attorney. Okay. But everybody else that's on here talking about, oh, I'm a certified tax specialist and all that, they lying. There is no such thing. Okay. Those are your 3 legal certifications. That's it. It's not no in between. I'm a tax preparer. I have to say I'm a tax preparer because I don't have a license. I'm not an enrolled agent. I'm not a tax attorney. So don't let these people fool you with all these fake ass names and gadgets that they want to put out here, because I'm really tired of seeing it all day. Certified taxes and certified. Ain't no certified tax person. Either you know the shit or you don't. That's it. Okay. So I can know it and not have a license. All right. I studied it. I should have a license as long as I've been doing this shit. Right. But that was the thing. That's always been my thing was, do I really want to study for my license if I know that this is not what I want to do long term? So that's just me. I'm not going to sit on here and lie and make a bunch of BS about it. It is what it is. I'm a tax professional. Okay. That's the term that I have to use. The same way that I talk to y'all about all of these people who want to be a financial advisor and all these other names that they want to give themselves, and all of it's bullshit. Okay. It's bullshit. That's it. So I'm done with that rant. TikTok. What did you say? Where is a good place or site to study tax laws? IRS.gov, baby. Okay. IRS.gov is your best friend. If you want to learn tax laws, you want to learn, you got to read the publications. You got to read the publications. So some of the publications is 5,000 pages, some of them 10,000 pages, some of them 3,000 pages, right? Most publications are long. But if you read through that sucker in detail, it will tell you everything that you're supposed to fill out on the tax return. It will tell you how to file your Schedule C. It will tell you how to fill out your 1040. It will tell you how to do home office deduction. It will tell you everything, right? Everything in life we all can do, right? I could be an attorney if I go and study and read all the law books, right? Same way with you. I could go be a mechanic and change an engine and a transmission if I read everything that they do. It's the same thing. It's the same concept with every profession. We can all do it if we read the knowledge, or we read the knowledge or took the knowledge or the information in those different entities, right? So it's the same thing. If you want to learn taxes, get on that IRS website. The IRS Circular 230 will be your best friend. I would say start there and start with individuals. If you're going to be doing personal taxes, you're not really focusing on business clients, and you do a lot of individual people, do individual, study individual taxes, because you'll learn everything that individual, you'll learn everything about individual taxes. It's right there. You go straight to the IRS website. They're going to be your best friend. Other than that, you'll learn, of course, over trial and error with different systems. I mean, you could take classes. I can teach you, different classes on different forms and stuff like that. But I just hate when people be like, oh, you take my stuff and now you this certified. You could take my class and you still not going to be certified. That's all I'm saying. Like, I think people just come on here with a bunch of extra bullshit to try to sell y'all and not telling you the real. It's the same way with the credit specialist stuff. Everybody want to be a credit specialist and certified this and certified that. Like, where y'all getting these certifications from? Who are issuing them? Because if it's the lady who you paid for this class, I'm sure you got a whole certification, right? I know I done got off on y'all, but yeah, that's it. What other questions y'all got? That's it. So for Black Friday, I do have some classes out. All right. We do have classes out. Right. All right. So if you guys want to learn some stuff, I have classes out there. We have a couple of different classes and workshops on my site that will be available. And actually, for those of you that are in my VIP text community, you guys are getting the offer now, before Black Friday. So everybody that's in my VIP text community, y'all on here laughing so hard. Is it that hard to keep some realness around here? Y'all is laughing extra hard, especially my YouTubers. Y'all is laughing too hard at me. Too hard. Why are y'all laughing so hard? Because I'm the realest tax and business strategist that you gonna know. Ain't nobody else gonna get on here and tell you the real. They lying to fake the funk to get you to buy their class. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me get off of here. Nola is on TikTok rolling. All right, I answered your question. I don't know if you're still on here sharing. I'm just not seeing your message say good evening. Learning experience. Hi, learning experience. All right, I haven't been on Facebook. Let me see. Jay Smooth say that's right, damn it. You always keep it real. You the best. Get them straight, Patrice. Can I redo taxes for a tax year that I have a payment plan on? So, good question, Daniela. Yes. You can still do an amendment. That's what it's called. That's what you want to do. So if you already filed your taxes for a tax year, you can still go back and process an amendment if you need to make changes to that tax return. That is a very good question. That is a very good question that I do get from a lot of people. So thank you for asking that, Daniela. Because yes, you can file an amendment. So let's say you did taxes in 2018 and you owed. Well, maybe the person who did your taxes didn't give you enough deductions. Maybe they didn't write off everything that you qualified for. So now, yes, you can actually go back in and file an amendment. Here's some of the things that you will need to do that. Okay. If you're looking to file an amendment, you need one, the original paperwork. So you need the full tax return. Okay. Especially if you're going to go to somebody else. So let's say you went to someone else and now you're trying to come to me to file your amendment. I need your original complete tax return. Okay. All pages, not just the 1040. I need the full detailed tax return, and then you can go in and redo the taxes. Once you have the original one, you enter in the original one. If you're going in, like say you have TurboTax or something like that, you should be able to go in and pull the original return. But TurboTax and like Free Tax USA, they don't allow you to electronically go back and submit that amendment. Now, what I will say is last year, the IRS did make changes to the taxes, to the tax law, to where we can now amend taxes electronically. Before, we had to mail in taxes. So anybody who wanted to do an amendment before, we had to mail them in. Well, last summer, they updated the tax law to start accepting amendments electronically. So I have personally submitted 2019 and 2020 taxes electronically. Have I done 19? Yeah, because last year we were doing 19. This year we do 20. Next year we do 21. So yes. So I want to say I did do 19. I be doing so much, y'all. My mind be crazy sometimes. But I want to say yes, 19 and 20 we can still do. Yes, I did do somebody 19. Yes, I did. So yes, you can amend it in so many words, Daniela. Yes. that was a very extra long answer. But yeah, you can still amend your taxes. Even if it's for a year prior than that, you can still amend it. You just will have to mail it in if it was before 19. But yes, you can still go back and amend it. Let me also say this: even if you got a letter saying that you owe, you can go back and amend those taxes. Because this is the thing, it could have been something that was missed out. Maybe something was left off, right? That maybe you went to somebody you shouldn't have been going to, right? It's all kind of reasons. But yes, you can always amend your taxes. Once you submit your taxes, fine. But just know this, you can always go back and change them and make changes to them. Even if you get a letter saying that you owe, you can still go back and amend your taxes. Yeah. Thank you, Erica. I remembered that I did do 19 because they don't let you do it before they created the system, but they created the system last summer. So we were able to do 19 and 20. Okay, hold on, YouTube. Let me go to TikTok real quick. I'm on 3 platforms, y'all, so bear with me. I'm on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. So if I get cut off of anything, you can always join the other. I'm Patrice L. Stewart on everything. Patrice L. Stewart on YouTube, Patrice L. Stewart on Facebook, Patrice L. Stewart on TikTok. If you had 10K to make something happen, what business move would you make? I know it's not a lot, but thanks. 10K is actually a decent amount. But to be honest, if I had 10K right now, a safe business move that I probably would do would be mobile home investing. I'm even doing it. Like I'm looking at a mobile home tomorrow. I'm going to the park. I would say mobile home investing because it can bring you residual income, or you could flip it, but mobile home investing, I would definitely say one if I had under 10K. I would start or a t-shirt business, a Shopify or Amazon business. Like if you could find a product that is popular and you can ship it, you run a couple of ads, get you a Shopify page up and running. I would say that too. So I would say like a e-commerce store, whether it's Shopify or Amazon. If I'm going to get into the real estate world of it, I would do mobile home investing right now. And I'm trying to think what else. T-shirt business is e-commerce, but 10K actually is a lot. A lot of people don't have 10K to work with. Most people saying for like to start a business under a G. So for you to say you got 10K, you actually got a nice amount of money to work with. The other thing I would say is focus on doing something that you love, though. Because this the thing, y'all. I know everybody say this, money is not the end all be all. And it's not. I'll be honest. Like once you start making some money or you know how to make some money is not your tunnel vision. Like in the beginning, 10 years ago, I was tunnel vision with money. I was on every hustle that was gonna make me some money, I was on it. Right. But then I learned later on as I started making money, I'm like, okay, I know how to make some money now. It's not a big deal. Um, I started trying to do things that I'm passionate about because you'll stay in it longer. If you in it just for the money, you're gonna be hopping from business to business. You're not gonna really be happy with yourself because you just you just focused on the money. You get what I'm saying? To me, in life, with business, with everything, we have a purpose, right? So for me, I found my purpose, and my purpose is more teaching, educating, right? I want business owners to be at the top of their game. I want business owners to know everything. I want them to know and understand business numbers, things like that. But 10 years ago, I was doing all kind of hustles. And so a lot of people didn't take me seriously because I was a Jill of many trades, but I didn't. Well, that old term, a trade. What is it? A jack of all trades, but a master of none. That's what you kind of come across, like when you out there just trying to do money. You'll look at every little thing that come across. But now that we got e-commerce and it's a whole new world with this social media and online platform, you can literally be making millions of dollars sitting in your house on the computer all day. So it's a totally different ball game from when I started entrepreneurship, in 2008. That's 13 years ago. So it's a lot different. We had to get out here and grind. I had to actually get out here and be talking to people, put my flyers on people's cars, go door to door. Like I had to actually work. That's the difference to me with us older entrepreneurs. We actually had to put leg work in. These new entrepreneurs, you just wake up and get on your social media and talk and post all day and you can make some money. Like, so that's the best that I could say. That's the best that I could say. Okay, cool. Appreciate that. You got what I was saying. Robert Booth says, ain't you from Chicago? Yes, Robert, I'm from Chicago. I really don't know what I love about you. What I love, but I invest in stocks. Okay, then you love stocks. Stocks is a money game. I got some friends that's some millionaires from their stocks. So that's what you love. You like stocks. You like investing. You probably like cryptocurrency too. It's money in that, right? I just say do what you love. Do something that you're going to love. Don't just do it for the money, because eventually you're gonna get tired of it. Once you made some money from it, you're gonna be like, okay, on to the next. You're gonna be ready for the next money game, right? But if you actually think about what you want to do, what you love, what's your assignment, what's your purpose, why did God bring you here? Why are you here on this earth, right? That's how I start thinking. I'm 40 now, so maybe I'm thinking different because I'm older, right? But that's more of my thing is, why am I here? What is my purpose? Why does God have me here? Why do I have my own business? Why am I online teaching, talking, educating, meeting people across the world, right? So that's it. That's the best that I could say. I wish you all the best. If you got any questions, then let me know. I'm coming, YouTube. I see y'all. I'm coming. Don't worry. I got y'all. Don't worry. I'm starting a company, but I work full time. I plan to retire with my job. But what is the best structure so I can file business taxes and not get penalized for working full time? Corporate C, not an LLC. It will be a partnership. Okay. KK, let me tell you real quick. I can see you new here to my channel. You say, I'm starting a company, but I work full time and I plan to retire with my job. So one of the things that I don't do is randomly throw out what kind of business structure you should be. It's so many other questions that need to be had, right? The other thing that I like to tell my business owners who are thinking about starting a business, don't always want to go straight to the paper. Okay. Many of you all want to start a business, and a lot of people want to automatically go get on paper. And this is what I always say. The paperwork is the easiest to set up. I would suggest that you start off as a sole proprietor and see where the business goes, right? See how much money you can make. Because I've had people set up an LLC and never work the business. You done paid me to set up your LLC up. You done paid the state to set your LLC up, and then you never worked the business, or you never made any money from it, right? Some people invest in it, but then if the business, whatever happens, it doesn't pick up, it doesn't make any sales. You had zero income. So what I suggest to my clients that I coach, no matter who you are, that's why I can say this, no matter what business you are, start the business first. See if you can make money from it. Because a lot of us have ideas, right? That was me. I had so many ideas, and I was starting an LLC or a corporation every time I had an idea. And then what I just tell you, because I was stuck on the money 10 years ago, I was gone on to the next thing. So I done paid the state for an LLC that I'm not using. You get what I'm saying? So I will recommend for you to start the business first. You don't have to be on paper to start a business. You are a legal business if you are a sole proprietor, okay? You could be a sole proprietor and be a legal business. But the only thing is you're not looked at the same on paper or for loans and lenders and things like that, because everything is under your name personally. You don't have a separate company and entity. But that's easy to do, right? So it's a lot more. Let me just say that. So I don't get on here and say you should be an LLC, you should be a corporation, because there's a lot more that I need to ask you and talk to you about in your business and your idea and your structure, as far as what I would suggest you being set up as. So I actually do formal consultations for that. I personally, professionally wouldn't recommend anybody just randomly throw out and say, you should be this or you should be that, and they don't know what your business is, how much money you make, what your goals are. You get what I mean? It's a whole lot more to that. So I understand what you're saying, but I would say start the business. You're starting a non-medical emergency transportation. I've had a C Corp in the past for my organic company. Okay, so if you start in a non-medical emergency transportation, you're going to need to be on paper. You don't want to have that as a sole proprietor. So if you want, you could book a consultation with me. My business consultation is $199. So if you want, you could start there, because that's where you would need to start. No matter what you tell me on here, I'm not going to be focused enough to know everything to still give you an answer. You get what I'm saying? So you were on paper for a year with the cleaning company. You got a couple of things going on. You had a cleaning business, a transportation company. You made 3 years. You made money then. Yeah. The link in my bio. So on my profile page on TikTok, there's a link, says patricesalessteward.club or patricesalessteward.tree. It'll take you to my Linktree page. And then on my Linktree page, you'll see a link that says book Patrice one-on-one. And then that's where you do it. I actually have the business consultant link on the Linktree. So it'll say business consultation. You'll click there, and that's how you can book an appointment with me. But yeah, it's a lot more that we actually have to go through and review before just throwing out there. Because what a lot of y'all don't get to is, even if you're set up a LLC, right, you're still filing that on a Schedule C tax form. So you're still filing like a sole proprietor. So that's a lot of times why I tell y'all, don't rush to set up the paperwork if you're going to be taxed just like a sole proprietor. Because a lot of people don't know that. When you are applying to be an LLC, you are automatically listed as a disregarded entity. So when you are a disregarded entity, you are considered in the eyes of the IRS on the same level as a sole proprietor. Okay. The only way that you cannot be listed as a disregarded entity is if you ask to be taxed as another entity, like asking to be an S corporation or something like that, right? So it's levels to it. You know, everyone thinks like, oh, I'm an S corp. No, you're not an S corp. You have to apply to be an S corporation. Okay. That's a tax form that you fill out. So an S corporation is not the same as the corporation. And you can attach a S corporation to an actual LLC or a corporation, right? You can attach it to either or. So it's just it's just a lot more that needs to be talked about before you guys just get to making business decisions. Because the other thing is, you want to make the best business decision for you, but also the best business decision tax wise. Because the whole point of us getting in business is, one, I want to take advantage of all the best legal tax laws and loopholes, right? So that's the other reason why I'm not a sole proprietor, because once you do get to a level where you could become a entity plus an S corp, a corporation or LLC, but then you also have that S corp attachment to it, you get additional write-offs and benefits. So that's the biggest thing. Okay. Robert Booth says, can I be a partner with you? I don't have any businesses for you to partner in, Robert. Nola says, I love that LLC versus S Corp class that you offered. Thank you, Nola. Boo. Nikki Boo. Look. I took a screenshot of your post too, because I said I'm gonna put that up on my page, that shout out that you gave me on Facebook. I appreciate you for that. But yeah, we went heavy in that soul cop. So like Nola said on TikTok, I have which her name is Nikki. I have a pre-recorded class that I'm talking about that's gonna be on here on this Black Friday sale. But I have a pre-recorded class that I already did, because I did the S Corp class like 4 or 5 times this year. So we put the most recent class on replay. So some of the classes that I've already done are going to be are available now. If you go on my link right now, you'll see it. So those of you that are on TikTok, again, it's that Linktree link. If you go to that Linktree link, it will take you to my course page, and then I'm updating the link today to say business school. So pretty much what I've come up with is a site that has a lot of different courses and content for those of you who are business owners. So it's called Business. It's going to be B School or BizCred. I got to come up with a formal name. But for now, it's going to be Business School. Okay. But so the class that she's talking about that she was in, that's going to be on the site that's available right now. But for the Black Friday deal, all of the classes are 40% off. So no matter what class you pick, it will be 40% off for the Black Friday deal for the people on Black Friday. The people in my VIP community, they get access to it now. So you're not going to see the special pricing until the 25th. But if you are in my VIP community, then I gave you the actual coupon code to enter in to see the 40% discount now. Okay, YouTube, I'm coming to y'all because y'all got a lot of questions. Yes, okay, you do. And and that's the reason why I did that S Corp versus LLC versus corporation class, because so many of you business owners come already set up as an LLC. And I really wanted you all to know and understand the difference between each entity and why you're choosing that entity. Everyone just sets up an LLC thinking like, because that's what so-and-so said, right? 75% of you are like, oh, I did this because so-and-so said it. And that's not good. You don't ever do things in business because of what somebody else told you. Okay. You always want to know and understand what you're doing, what you're getting into, why your business is set up that way, and then what are the tax benefits. So in that class, that S Corp versus LLC versus corporation class, we break down each individual entity and then what are the tax benefits of each one. right? Now you can actually say, you know, and understand what all these entities are. And now you could say, moving forward, this is how I want to be set up. You get what I'm saying? But you need to know in order to make an informed decision. Never do something because your cousin said set up an LLC because she did one. Okay. All right. That's the mindset that I'm trying to get y'all out of. That's the mindset that I'm trying to change in our communities, is all this talking and so said this and so said that. I need you all to actually work with professionals. I need you to know and understand and value your business enough to invest in yourself, invest in your business, and taking courses and taking classes and taking things that are going to better you and show you knowledge, right? Tax classes, tax education, business classes, business education, especially for my entrepreneurs. Okay. Because so many of you all just jumped out the window with your business and you've never done this before. So how could somebody who's never done this before, how could you know what to do? Unless you go on YouTube University, but YouTube University is not going to show and tell you everything. Sometimes you actually need to pay for a class or pay for a coach. Okay. If you're in that mindset of you can get it for free, you're going to stay there. You're gonna stay where you're at if you in that mindset of I can get it for free. I can go on YouTube University and do all of this for free. You can, and more than likely you'll still be in the same boat where you are today. Okay. Robert says no, but I'm from the Chi. What you trying to do, Robert? You don't even have a business. Talk about can you partner with somebody? What you try to do? All right, YouTube, here I go. Okay, hold on. Daniela, I'm sorry, Daniela, I didn't see your comment on Facebook. You say, what should I purchase on your site so we could sit down and do this? What you got to do again, Daniela? Text me. You in the VIP community. Text me what you trying to do so I can know. Erica, I did not realize you said you did my 2019 taxes electronically, Erica. Thank you for your support in your business. I thought you were saying you did your own taxes for 2019. You did come to me to do your taxes. Hey, boo. That's why I said, let me go back and actually read because I'm scamming. Do you have a few referrals for business owners opening a commercial spot like contractors, etc.? Yes, Daniela. If you need some contractors, also I'm gonna add you to the renovation room. That's our Black contractor group in Chicago. It's over 17. Excuse me. It's over 17,000 people in there, and I've worked with a few contractors out of that group. So yeah, I got a couple of contractors and referrals for you too, Daniela. So get off of here. You in my VIP text community, Daniela. Text me. That would be a great course. The steps to build a commercial spot so you will pass inspection. Plus referral to help women not getting taken advantage of. Girl, come on here with some content. Give me another idea. I have been literally all day figuring out content. I started writing some stuff on the board for y'all because we do got classes, like the business startup classes out. So for those of you all who have been asking how to start up this, how to start up that, we took that class and I put it out again because we had so much feedback from the last class. That's a 3-hour workshop. So I literally went through the business startup class. Is we teaching you how to set your EIN up, how to set your LLC up, how to start your business credit accounts, how to get your Dun & Bradstreet number, how to apply for banks and funding. Like you get everything in that one course, okay? That course is normally $500. Right now, it's $297. For Black Friday, it will be for 40% off, right? For those of you all who are in my VIP community, I already sent you the coupon code to take advantage of that 40% off now, All right, because it's only a certain number of codes. I think it's like 25 codes that we put out there. Once we at the 25, nobody, you won't get the discount. So the discount is first come, first serve. But in that one class alone, you can do everything. You can start your whole business from A to Z with that one course. That's a 3-hour class. Okay. The next live workshop that I'm doing is December 4th and December 5th. So it's a Saturday and a Sunday. Again, that course right now is $297, which is what everybody else paid for it. But for Black Friday, it will be 40% off. If you are trying to get into that class now, all you got to do is join my VIP community by texting this number here, 773-923-1763. If you text 773-923-1763, that's my VIP text community. They always get everything first. So they got the offer, they got the deals. If they use up all the coupon codes before y'all, that's just it. Okay. Because we only put a certain number of codes on there, and that's it. So learning experiences, great point to work in the area that you love. That's a beautiful mindset, guys. Thank you. All right, YouTube, I'm here. Here we go. Let's go. I know I've been missing some of y'all stuff, so let's see. Last question I answered was Beverly asking about her taxes. Okay, there you go. I want to file my back taxes for 2019 and 2020. I don't have my 1099s from those years, and I want you to do my taxes. Okay, Beverly, I can do your taxes. You got to get in before Saturday because I'm not taking anybody after Friday. Saturday is going to be all just pushing people through day. So you would need to get with my friend. Matter of fact, Beverly, I'm going to just put her information out here right now. Take a screenshot of this. Her name is Taisha Baldwin. Okay. This is who you are going to call to have her pull your transcript. So Taisha is an enrolled agent. What did I say? Those of you who are just joining, what did I say? Taisha is an enrolled agent licensed by the IRS. All right. Her phone number is 312-561-6190. You need to contact her, Beverly. Beverly, I think you're in my VIP text community too. So if you want me to send you this picture here in the text community, let me know. But Taisha is who you're going to call. Okay. Taisha is who you're going to call. She can pull your transcripts within the hour. Okay. You do have to pay her whatever her fee is. I forgot what she charges to pull the transcript for you, but she can get the income transcript. Okay. You need that. She can also get it unmasked because this is the thing. It's going to be it's a masked income. It's a masked transcript and an unmasked transcript. What does that mean? I know y'all don't know. Facebook is acting up. I'm going in and out with some of y'all. If Facebook is acting up, go to my YouTube. YouTube is Patrice L. Stewart. TikTok is Patrice L. Stewart. I'm not on Facebook much anymore. I really just came on here tonight just to try it out because they've been shadow banning me for a while. So I don't play games with Facebook. I don't got time for them. So I'm not on here much anymore. But I am on TikTok and YouTube on a regular. So yeah, Lasita, if Facebook is acting up for you, get on one of these other channels. Okay. What was I saying? I just gave Beverly the info for Taisha. There we go. Okay, sis, I got class at 8. Talk to you later. Okay, Charles. I know you got class. I will see you. We'll be talking soon. I'm gonna do another video tomorrow on tax tip Tuesday with the updates, Lotus Lee, because it's a lot. So today I'm kind of just going over some basic stuff and then like Q&A because I haven't been on here in a while. But I'm going to actually give you some actual tax updates tomorrow. So come back and be prepared for that on Tuesday. I went over what's an enrolled agent. Will you be having a class starting a tax business? Tam, yes, eventually, but not this year. So what I'm doing is what? Somebody just that just you know what? This social media blows me on a regular. TikTok, somebody just violated and said that I violated community guidelines on TikTok. How? How? Whatever. This is the whole reason why I don't be on social media, y'all, because this crap here, when you providing real info, they be hating. That's why everybody has their own platform. That's why I have my text community so that you guys can keep up with me outside of social media. All right, I'm gonna put my phone back on charger. I noticed that though. I've been noticing that a lot of the real ones who put the real info out here always have a problem on these different platforms. But it is what it is. On to the next. All right, YouTubers. Let's see. Go back to answering y'all questions. All right. So Tam. So right. Tam, I will be teaching how to start your own tax business. I kind of did a poll in my VIP text community and asked like how many people were interested in learning about starting a tax business. I didn't get that many people. I have a lot more people interested in the business startup and the business credit. But I am gonna be rolling something out, but I'm not gonna be rolling it out to probably next year. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think I'm gonna be doing any kind of starting the tax business this year. Um, plus with so many new changes that's happening. So the government makes a lot of changes in December. So I want to see what some of those new changes will be. It probably really won't have a lot to do with the business or the tax business itself. But eventually, I will probably like in February or March. I'll launch a formal course on it. I already answered that for Beverly. Keisha says I'll be getting all the business info I can from you. Trying to start a business, trying to find out about funding for starting. Okay. Yes, they did. They said they will mail them out. Okay. Perfect. Can you get an offer in compromise when you have a bankruptcy? Yes. Funding for starting a business. Keish, I'm gonna be real honest with you. Um, it's limit. I'll be honest. I don't know any personally right now. That's a lot of startup funding. You probably got to look into grants or grant options. If you want, you could go to iFundWomen, the letter IFUND, and then women, ifundwomen.com. There's another website called helloalice.com. Hello, HELLO, and then Alice, ALICE.com. You could try those two sources. They both of those websites have like a lot of different partnerships that they deal with. We're trying to do different startup programs, but I'll just be honest, like it's not a whole lot of money out here for startups. I would personally like recommend you kind of start your own fundraiser or starting something on your own to try to start generating money for what you want to do, right? Because this is the thing that you all got to remember, like lenders are not really giving money out for startups. One, if you're looking for loans and stuff, these people want to see that you could pay the money back. So if you a startup company, less than 6 months, it's not a whole lot of options for you. If it is, you're more than likely going to be looking at like those bank statement funded kind of lenders, and those can rape you. I mean, a lot of them, if you want 5,000, they want you to pay back 8, 9, 10,000. So some people do it. A lot of business loans are high interest rate loans. Like you're going to pay 18%, 20%, 25%, 30% sometimes, right? But it makes sense if you know you're going to make that money back. It makes sense if you know you get this money today, you could flip this money in 30, 60, 90 days and pay it all back in the end. But it's not going to make sense if you don't have a game plan. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people be looking for startup money, but I be really wanting to remind y'all, like a lot of people are not going to put a whole lot of money out into startups because you have not shown that you can make money with the business. You get what I'm saying? If I'm a lender, I want to make sure that you could pay me back the loan. So it's not a lot of loan startups. A lot of startups have to look for like grants or funding opportunities, or you have to do business at least a couple of months so that they could see that you generated some money. But that, to me, I just want you to understand and be realistic, you know what I'm saying, in business. If it's something that you could do now where you could start generating some money to go all into the business, then do that. You be better off kind of betting on yourself than looking for all these different lenders that are not really out there. Michelle says, what you saying is so true. They will sell you anything. Keisha say, yep, you correct. I got scammed. You always keep it 1,000 because you keep it real. Can you do my brothers? He wasn't working. Can you do my brothers? He wasn't working though. Trying to get his stimulus and taxes. Okay, so you just filing taxes to get the stimulus payment. Yes, I'm sorry, Louise, I didn't answer you. So yes, I do. We do have a package where if you're only filing your taxes to get the stimulus payment, you didn't have no income, you're just trying to file for your stimulus payment, then yeah, I do. We do that. It's the fee is a lot less, but you still got to pay. You still have to pay the fee up front. But we can file the taxes to apply for the stimulus. I will say this though. If he has not filed 2019 taxes, that could be another reason why they didn't get the stimulus. Because some people didn't get the stimulus because you didn't file those taxes. If you didn't file 2019 taxes, that's kind of what they were going off to send you the stimulus payment. So if you need to file 2019, a lot of you all, if you file 2019, you'll still qualify for the stimulus payment. Exotic Yellow, you say, can I get funded with a 566 credit score? Ugh. Most lenders want you to have at least that 580. So you do need to get that sucker up. Most lenders want you to have that minimum 580. Most of the lenders that I deal with, they want you to have a 640 and up. So yeah, I would say get that credit score up, because you'll put yourself in a whole nother other bracket if you got that credit score up. How can you file under the table? It's no real way to file under the table. I don't know what you mean when you're saying that. I would like to invest in mobile homes. How can I get started? So Dark Mental, there is a group, a couple that I work with. They're called Mobile Home Elite Investors. So they have a whole program they teach you from A to Z. Okay. If you want to learn, like really, really learn, they have a whole program that they teach, a whole course that they teach from A to Z, no matter what state you in. And again, it's called Mobile Home Elite Investors. If you look them up on Instagram, I think they on Instagram a lot more than any other platform. I know they have a Facebook page, but I know that they're on Instagram a lot more. Hi, Cynthia Bishop. Good evening. I've been on here an hour and a half, so I'm getting off. That's it. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm ready to go home. So Facebookers, we are done. I'm logging off. I'll be on YouTube another 5 minutes or so. But thank you for joining. For anybody that was on Facebook, and all of my contact information regarding the classes and upcoming workshops, I will leave the link here for Black Friday deals. All right, YouTube. And then I still see y'all got some more questions, so I'll be going through. Let me just put this class link up. All right. Bam. No problem, Daniela. I know we'll be talking soon. Okay. All right, YouTubers. Let's roll. Y'all have my undivided attention. I'm on no other platform. Hating no TikTok. Some TikTok hater must have went through and shit and reported my video because I was keeping it real with y'all. They be mad when I tell y'all business too, but I don't think they're gonna let me do both. That ain't no such thing as certifications. People hate for the truth to be out. Everybody want to be a liar. Oh well, we'll deal with that another day. Okay, so who did I leave off? Where did I leave off at? Okay, Lil Flip says, I got a PPP loan for $29K twice. Will my 2021 taxes be affected? Lord Jesus. So luckily, the good thing for you is you don't have to claim the income on your taxes. But if they were to ever audit you, then you may have a problem later on. That's the best that I could say. Sabrina Jones says, I know I'm a sole proprietor and work full time and file self-employed through TurboTax. I paid a bit for an EIN and still haven't used it yet. Shaking my head. And you're not supposed to be paying for no EIN because the IRS gives them out for free. But you say I'm a sole proprietor and I work full time and I file self-employed through TurboTax. I paid for an EIN and still haven't used it yet. So okay, you kind of making a statement. You don't really have a question now. So I want to start a notary business. Should this be filed as a sole prop? So I think JB, I kind of answered that already, right? I know I'm just not going through a lot of this stuff. I know I'm just not going through a lot of y'all comments on here, so you may or may not still be on here. But pretty much with the with you wanting to start the notary business, that's what I was saying was you could stay a sole proprietor until you've actually made some money in the business. Because yes, you could be an LLC or a corporation, But if you are an LLC, which is what most people try to go to first, you're going to be taxed just like a sole proprietor. So I say just stay a sole proprietor until you're ready to go into a different kind of, until you're ready to be taxed differently, or until you're ready to look at like your numbers and how much money you're making, and if it's more, if it's beneficial for you to go into a different type of structure. Okay. Because everybody starts off as a sole proprietor, but what separates you from your business is that legal paperwork. So I understand some people want to go ahead and do the LLC to separate themselves, but for like tax purposes, I just want you to be aware that, you know, when you're a single member LLC, you file the same way as the sole proprietor. So it's kind of up to you, you know, if on how you want to start off. What would be the best filing option to start a notary business? Yeah. So that I couldn't answer that on here. That's a way deeper conversation that we would have to have. You would have to do a business consultation for that. To know about like filing options and stuff like that. Because every business is different. Every business is different. No business is alike or the same. So no one business files the exact same write-offs or taxes, right? Even if you're in a restaurant business, one restaurant may have 500 employees, one restaurant may have 10 employees. One restaurant may be a mom and pop, one may be a franchise. So that restaurant may have franchise fees. The mom and pop won't. The restaurant that's has 500 employees are going to be in a totally different tax bracket and write off. The mom and pop may be under 250 grand. So all of that plays a role. If you're filing more than 250,000, that's a totally different type of tax return. So that's why I say, like, when you all are on here trying to like ask me, you know, throw out generic kind of stuff, it's no way for me to really say to answer any of you properly without knowing the real logistics in your individual business. And so just because you are a notary business, that doesn't mean you should be a corporation or LLC, or, you know what I'm saying? It could be basic. I could say, well, maybe you want to be an LLC just to start off with, but that's not like any real advice, you know. Beverly say, got it. Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you for doing it. Cool. Keita says, I'm here. Thanks for being here, Keita. Third option. Charles, I know Charles is gone now because he is in class at 8. Can you give that text community number again? So anybody that's still on here, the text number is 773-923-1763. 773-923-1763. I'll just leave it up there. LJ Todd says, my husband and I are starting a business. We are taking classes now. Perfect. Definitely do that. You did that class already for the funding? No. I did a brief one, but I'm gonna do a class that's strictly on business credit and business funding. That's upcoming. I got that coming out in December. I actually have that class on the website tomorrow, Beverly. But that'll be part of one of the Black Friday deals that I'm offering. So like we are uploading a lot of content and classes this week. I tried to do the ones that everyone was asking about first, which was that startup class when I text the community. So the 2 startup classes for December are out. That way, those who were in the community could get the discount offer now. But everyone else who's not in my community or my email list, they will get the offer starting the night before Thanksgiving, the 24th. So the special will run pretty much the 24th through the 28th, that entire weekend. But those of you that are in my VIP community, you all are getting the discount offers now. And I think I gave y'all a little more off than what the Black Friday people are getting. So if you're interested in that business credit funding, Beverly, let me know. I don't know if you responded back in the community or not. I had a bunch of people respond, and y'all know I answer everybody on my own in that group, and it's over 1,200 of y'all. So just bear with me. I'll get to you. Exotic. Oh, wait, hold on. I recommend starting your LLC. Do the 4-month process and build your credit. Charles say, go ahead and start your LLC, do the 4-month process and build your credit. Exotic Yella is okay. My business is slow. What should I do? I need to make capital for my business. Sorry, I'm new. You're going to need to create some actual sales strategies. See, that's part of the reason too for me doing this whole community for business owners, right? Teaching you all and educating you all on finance topics and sales, because this the biggest thing with most of y'all business owners is sales. Like you just said, you need to make the business has been slow, but you need capital for your business. So that's the thing. If you're going to go looking for capital, they're going to want to know, how are you going to pay this money back? So you got to have a plan. You got to have a solid action plan to make the sales, to get the sales done. You get what I'm saying? So whether it's creating a sales funnel, maybe you need to create an email list or have some type of, consistent emails going out. But we do have a workshop coming up for that, but that's the thing that I'm talking about. Like, those of you all who are looking for money, you got to think, like, if you're looking for money, how are you going to pay that money back? So banks don't want to hear all of these different sob stories. Banks want to see the numbers. Banks want to see in black and white what's coming into your bank account. What can you afford? So that's why a lot of times too, when you all start out in business, some of the lenders that come across your way are those bank statement loans, and those are a lot higher, because if you're looking for a quick 2 or 3,000, you normally got to pay back 6 or 7 or 8,000. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of them want to do a daily withdrawal. So if you get a bank statement loan, they want to take out $100 a day or $70 a day, or whatever your agreement is with them. But that's what those are considered. Those bank, I call them bank statement funded loans, but those are like cash advance loans, but they're really, 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 really high in interest. So I wouldn't recommend those, because if you're struggling to make sales now for your business, you don't want to put yourself in debt. So you got to figure out a plan or create an action plan to start making the money now, and then show some income, and then you can ask for a loan or a line of credit. But those of you that want to be able to get money out the gate, but you aren't showing any kind of income, you're not being realistic. You're not. You're not being realistic. And if people are telling you that, they're lying. And if they are, then they want you to have like really good credit, because that's the other thing is, you can't want to borrow money and then have horrible credit too. Like, that's a red flag all the way around for lenders. You don't have the money and your credit is horrible. Like, it's so you got to either work on one or the other. You either gotta work on your credit, which is what I would suggest. Being a business owner, I would suggest that you work on your credit. Get your credit up to the max, right? Get in a credit union, and then start building yourself up from there. You can get in a credit union. You can do a secure card. Pay that sucker for 6 months on time. You can get a secure card with Discover. You can if you do Discover will give you your money back in 6 months. But for business owners, your best bet is going to be to fix your personal credit. If you fix your personal credit, that's going to open you up to so much more on the business side, because you can apply for business stuff using your personal credit. It'll be in the business name and you just are the personal guarantor, right? But that's going to help you out in the long run. because you really need it. A lot of people be like, you could build your business credit separate from your business. Yes, you can. But if your personal credit is A1, your business credit could be A1. But utilizing the both of them together, man, you winning in a whole nother other ball game. You winning in a whole nother other ball game. My ebook will be out, will be out for Black Friday as well. I do have a credit repair ebook, and I do have a business credit ebook. So both of those will be out before Black Friday, but they definitely gonna be out next week for Black Friday. Like I say, we updating the site now with some of the stuff that we offer. Cool. If you say you're gonna book a consultation, you can text me directly for the link, or you can go straight to the link. I put it in my I put it in the comments, I believe. Oh, I just did the class one. Let me give y'all the other link that allows you to be able to book an appointment. Okay, Exotic. She threw her hands up, so that helped you. That helped you some, I see. Bishop say, yo, I'll be booking my consultation with you soon. Cool. Looking forward to it. I wish I knew that before and want my money back. I know, Sabrina. I wish you knew that too. So many people unfortunately get scammed with that EIN. And I don't want to say scam because some people do charge. Like if I tell you all you could go to the IRS for free and do it, but then you still want me to do it, then of course I'm going to charge you. You get what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you how to go get it for free first. Okay. But then if you like, well, Patrice, I just want you to do it, then it's $75. Time is money. Okay. So I don't know who you bought it from. I'm hoping that it was an actual business consultant or professional or whatever, and not some random person on the internet that charged you for an EIN number. But other than that, the EIN number is completely free. Right. I will always share that with you on how to get it for free. But if you want my company to do it, then yeah, it's a fee. So I know some people charge for it if they're setting stuff up for you. Right. But yeah, you should never be paying for an EIN number if you go into the IRS website yourself. Is there a certain keyword or something to get the text from the VIP community? Yeah, I like you to text, like if you're a business owner, text business owner. If you're watching this on YouTube, you could text YouTube. It's not really sometimes I have a keyword, but right now I don't really. The keyword that I've been promoting the most, I would say, is Black Friday, because everybody wants like offers and stuff for Black Friday. But once you just text me, basically you're in it. Once you text and you go through the prompts, then you're in the community. So it's not a formal keyword that you have to type in, but I do like to know if you're a business owner or not. So like if you're a business owner, I try to tell you to text me business or, something like that. But if you want to learn about personal finances, business, taxes, different tips, classes that I have, workshops that I have, I always offer it to the community first. And I always offer it to you guys at a discounted price as well. So yeah, Goddess Realm, hopefully we'll see you soon in the group. Everybody else, it is 8:00, so I'm going the hell home. I've been here all freaking day. I will be back on tomorrow, probably around the same time, like that 6:00, 6:30 time frame. We are finally rolling out on Black Friday week our schedule. So I will be on daily at a specific time every single day. So I know some people will be happy for that, especially TikTok, because those are the ones that are always like, when are you coming on? What's your schedule? What's your schedule? What's your schedule? What's your schedule? So we finally have created a schedule. It is in the evening, so that way most people can actually see our content, so that way you're not at work all day. And that's it. Just stay tuned, stay live, stay active, stay healthy. Join the text community for anybody who wants the Black Friday deals now or who want to get in without having to be stuck on social media, because y'all see how social media be acting with me. But YouTube luckily has been great. I will be on here a lot more because they are not buttholes like Facebook and TikTok. People are so sensitive today. And thank you, Learning Experience. Yes, my description also has all of my contact information. So my description also, thank you for reminding me of that. Once I post this video, you'll see the description in there and you can get in contact with me that way as well. All right. So I'm signing off. You all have a great evening. I'll be back on tomorrow for an actual tax update. There are a few updates that are coming out, so I will share those with you for Tax Tip Tuesday. And I will see y'all then. Have a good night.